Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. 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 Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
When are you going? Andhra Pradesh.
Yeah?
AP. When are you going? 4 o'clock. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. This can be used in more than 1,000. After some time, it will successful. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. 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 Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Hari Om to everybody. Pranam, pranam, pranam. So, what is the topic today?
Swamiji, you had told that you will tell today why Mataji had planned the entire day's program in a particular way.
Ah. Okay, before that, if anything else is there, Puja Swamiji will share.
I know Pranam Swami,
Ah.
how to overcome ego sense. Ego.
Ego sense.
Ego sense. How to overcome ego sense.
They can't. They can see.
How you can keep it clear?
Here you will witness online people. Both can be seen.
No.
Both are seen.
Okay. Om Shri Guru Pyo Namaha Harihi Om Om Gananam Tva Ganapatigum Havamahe Kabim Kabinam Upamashravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspadana Shrinvan Udibisi Dasadanam Om Shri Mahaganapataye Namaha Om Namah Shivaya Gudave Satchidanandamurtaye Nisprapanchaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejase Om Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram 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 Om
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Om Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram 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 Om
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Om Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram 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 Om
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
How to overcome the sense of ego. The sense of ego, according to Vedanta, is a psychological disorder. It's a psychological disorder. What is a psychological disorder? Suppose if you believe that a ghost is there and we are afraid of it. So no ghost is there. Then supposing a psychologist says, no ghost is there. Which is there for me, he will say. I find the ghost is there. So mind has a faith that there is a ghost. Even if a ghost is there, really there, if the mind doesn't believe it, the ghost cannot do anything. So mind has got a problem that I am independent of other things here. We all have a feeling that I am independent. I am different from you. So that concept that I am independent, I am here alone. I am here alone does not mean I am here alone. I am here independent of other things. So that is actually the ego. That is why we assert. Why we assert? Why I want, my idea is to say. So you accept that this the other thing is there. The other thing is there. So the other thing is not really there. The other thing is there is a concept actually. Now, where is Swamiji sitting? Swamiji is sitting inside, they will say. Somebody is there, outside. Where is Swamiji sitting? Swamiji is sitting inside, they will say. What is this inside and outside? It is a relative terminology. This inside means when you are here, when you are there, this is inside. When you are here, this is not inside. Okay? And so from there you say it is inside. Suppose if you are outside the ashram, then this is inside and that is outside. Now that is outside and this is inside. This room is inside and outside that room is outside. But when you go out of this campus, then this whole thing becomes outside. What we called outside and inside together become outside, inside otherwise. So you understand actually. This door, you see this almirah and that window. This window and that tree. This almirah and that window. And then when we are referring to that tree, this window is made of that tree. So this and that, and all these inside and outside, all these things are relative and mental concepts. So the famous mantra Purnamadaha, Purnamidam, Purnat Purnamudachyate, Purnasya Purnamadaya, Purnameva Vashishyate. So what they say, Purnamadaha, that is full. Purnamidam, this is full. That is full and this is full. This full has come from that full. And having taken this full from that full remains full. So it is like a madman's statement. When I was staying in Trivandrum, one madman used to say outside our house. He will always keep on saying, udalodu kudal, kudalodu udal, udalodu kudal, kudalodu udal. Something like that but he was a saintly person. Likewise, the mantra says, that is full and this is full. This full has come from that full. And that having taken this full from that full remains full. So it is a statement like that. What does it mean actually? This space limitation and limitation of time. Kala and Desha. Kala is time now. Now we know it is daytime and night is there. So night we can say only when we are awake actually. When we are sleeping, we have no time concept. When we are sleeping, we don't know how much time we have slept. So the time goes without any concept actually. Now if you are sitting quiet, time is not going. Samayam povunilla. Samayam pettannu poyi. So that time concept is also there now. And this time concept is not there during deep sleep. And time concept is not, the space concept is not there during deep sleep. When you are sleeping, you do not know where you are sleeping. So I was sleeping in Rishikesh. I come and sleep here. Then I am not aware whether I am sleeping here or there. When I am awake, I know that I am in the Ananda Ashram. And I know that I am in Rishikesh. But now when I sleep here, I do not know whether I am where I am. The space concept is not there. Desha, we do not know. Desha means not the India like that. Desha means space. And the time concept is also not there. And during dream, dream, we dream and we see ourselves interacting with somebody. So I dream that I am giving a talk in the Ananda Ashram. So I am there in the Rishikesh, but I have come here and I am giving a talk. You are all sitting here. Swami is also sitting here. Now, none of you are my creation. You are all created by Bhagavan only. But when I see the dream and I see all of you and see the ashram, it is not God's creation. It is my creation. And that, suppose if I am giving 4 o'clock lecture here, that time also I have created. So during our dream, we actually create space, create time, and create yourself and others. You also create yourself also. You are there interacting. I am giving a talk. I am seeing that I am giving a talk. So two I are there. One, I am here, who is giving the talk, and the dreaming I is there, who is watching also. So this Avastatraya Nirupana is Vedanta is a very important thing. So in the dream experience, the moment we come out of the dream, we say it is wrong, it is false. But while dreaming, it is 100% true. Sometimes in the dream, if you have a horror dream, sometimes they will shout. One boy once came to our house and he was having a sling like this. And what happened to you? I have quarreled with this boy, your son here, like that. Not to me, to my son. He told like that. When? Yesterday. Yesterday when? Yesterday he was not here. He has gone to some other place. No, he slept. He fought with him during the dream actually. So he fought during the dream. So he gave him a punch. So really he gave a punch. So the hand struck on the cot. So it got a small fracture. So the experience, dream experience, that what happened in the dream, that is not true, because the boy was not there, no fight has happened, but he only dreamt like that, but he punched, so his hand broke. So likewise, this experience is also like a dream. What we are experiencing now is also a dream, but it is a bigger dream, long dream. And the effect is also true, because the boy had broken the... So that is why we have this Sukha, Dukkha. Dukkha Anubhava is also there, Sukha Anubhava is also there. So this, like a dream experience, the world experience is also untrue. It is not true, it is false. But we can't understand it unless we wake up actually. Only when you wake up, you will understand that it was false. Suppose if you are hungry during the dream, suffering so much, like that experience is there, that is true. At that time you will weep. But when you get up, then you know, oh, no, nothing has happened. I slept after taking food and the stomach is still full. So like that, the experience during dream is false only when we wake up. Likewise, this experience, we can understand it to be false. It is not true. It is our life is full of Ananda only. You are Ananda Swarupa. Shastra says you are Bhagavan Swarupa. We are all children of God. Children of God, and we are also Bhagavan only. Everyone is, that's why we say the child is God. So we are all the part and parcel of God. We are God personified. Bhagavat Swarupa, Ananda Swarupa. Ananda Swarupa, that is what is called the Satya Chita Ananda. That is always existence and knowledge and bliss. So from somehow, like a dream, we have forgotten this. There is one real story is there. It is there in the legal books. In our jurisprudence, it is there. This story is there. In Bihar or somewhere in the North India, one rich man was there. Zamindar, we call it as. Rich man was there. So when he was young, he was married. He was married and he has got 2-3 children also. One day he died. When he was young, he died. So they took him to the place where they have crematorium. They have an open land where they cremated him. So they kept him and put fire, and then it was raining actually. So they all came out. So, but they put enough firewood, so it was burning. Suddenly this man got life back. So half burned. This is a real story. Half burned. Polan Sannyasi. This case is called, it is there in the legal book, Polan Sannyasi. So he got back life. So he got a body full of fire, burnt anything. Somehow in that panic he ran. He ran somewhere there and he went into some forest and he was lying down there. And some people helped him to, treated him and he recovered. After so many days he recovered. When he recovered, he forgot all the previous life years. What happened? That those things, experiences, all the experiences were wiped out. Now it is called this. The disease is called amnesia. So he got that amnesia. He forgot his total life earlier, and he spent a few years like that, maybe 20 years like that, 20-30 years. By that time, his children has become very big, and they have taken over the charge of that everything. So maybe at the age of 70 like that, he remembered his whole family. I belong to this place. My wife was there. I had small babies. So he came back to his house. And the door was closed. He tapped. And then his wife came and opened. I have come back, he said. That lady thought, what is this man saying? I am very hungry, you give me food, he said. So those villagers, they don't care, all right to this. And he went and sat the place where he used to sit. And then he was giving her orders, this you give, that you give. So that lady was old lady, anyway, okay, she served. It's a real story, served. And after taking food, he went to the room where he used to sleep, and then he slept. And then his children came. Who is this man here? One beggar came here, and he claims that he is the owner of this. He claims he is your father. And then, because she can't recognize him because it is all burning and other things are there. So he's like that, anyway, let him sleep, he said. Okay, they said. So one day, 2 days, 3 days, then he's not going, and he's giving command, hey, don't do that, all these things. So they found it a little problem. So then they tried to push him out. Then he told me, no, why do you push me out? I am your father. He died long ago. No, I never died, he said. No, we died, and they cremated him, they said. But anyway, that they did not accept. Then the local people gathered, and he explained his name, everything he told correct. So some people had a doubt. It is possible that he is there. Some people had a thought that he is cheating, all these things. Anyway, nothing happened, so then he filed a suit. So that went to the ordinary court and then high court. Then the Supreme Court it has to go. Those days Supreme Court was not here. So it went to the Privy Council in England actually. There they appointed a psychologist, and then he found out this man, what he says is true. He was under amnesia, they said. So he has forgotten our real nature. So we have also forgotten our real nature, and we identify that we are this body. I am this body. I am so and so. I belong to so and so. You are not this body. You are not so and so. You do not belong to any place. We are all pervading Atma, but that somehow we are not able to accept it because of this is amnesia. So to coming out of this amnesia, because of that amnesia, we have this ego. I am independent. I am independent of you. I am so and so. I am this body only. And some of this, we have got a little attachment to those who are connected with this body. So, how to eradicate ego? Eradicate ego is beyond our control. A person comes out of the amnesia because of God's grace. One person is having amnesia, so somebody has become unconscious. He has to come out of this, come out of that and become conscious by grace of God. Even every day we sleep. How we come out of that sleep? You can go to sleep. How to come out of that sleep? Are you doing something to come out of the sleep? Naturally we come out of the sleep. So if you are tired, you sleep for more time and then you come out of the sleep. And when we come out of the sleep, what is the first thought that comes in our mind? When we, I will not come.
We had a nice sleep.
No, that is later. The first thought that comes is, I am the body. I am the body. Suppose first thing, whether dhoti has changed, you properly would put. Body consciousness only comes. So people are, suppose you are sleeping in an open place, anybody is seeing me, properly put. Dhoti is this side means we'll put it properly. Anybody will do that. So why? Because we become conscious of the body. So when we become aware of this world, first thing is we become conscious of the body. So conscious of the body, a small baby is there means what will happen? Baby sleeps. It will not think I am the body. Whether proper dress is there or not, it will not think like that. Because that body consciousness has not come to that. So that body consciousness is our ego actually. So coming out of the sleep is also Bhagavan's grace. There is no guarantee that today you go to sleep, tomorrow you get up. So Bhagavan's grace only comes. Likewise, Bhagavan's grace is required to come out of this ego. There is no other method. Other things we can change. Character we can change. Other things we can change. To take out the consciousness from the body, that is not that easy actually. Only grace of Bhagavan is required. And that grace of Bhagavan comes through the grace of Guru, because we do not know Guru. So some Guru should be there who is realized and who has to give you instructions. What instructions he gives is unimportant. So the first you accept him as something, your savior. He will help me. He will help me. That is required. If you have a Guru, and then if you have no faith in that Guru, it won't work. So faith in that Guru, how it works, whether the Guru is great or not, we need not worry. Even a wrong Guru can guide a person, because what the statement he gives will work in his mind. Suppose if a scoundrel says God is there, it is true only. Why should we say that scoundrel said it is not acceptable? A scoundrel says that you do Ram Nam, it will work. So we accept that person actually. So accept means we accept another. Yeah, we accept other as part and parcel of me. You accept the other to be your own. So the same way, if you are able to accept the whole thing, the whole world is me. Aham sarvam abhavam. I have become many. So grace of Bhagavan and grace of Guru is required. And for that you have to continuously keep on praying that actually. A prayer to Bhagavan that please get me out of this. Let my ego go away. Ego we can't understand actually. Ego is not Garva. Garva and ego are not same. The sense of that I am this body, that's a very subtle faith. It is not that I am a big fellow, I know everything. That is different actually. That people usually conceive think that this ahankara is this. Ahankara is not there. Aham. Aham is the bhavaha. But the very same, it is, I am not aham. Asmi, it is here. Asmi, asmi, existence. Aham is existence. Aham is knowledge. Aham is this ananda. Ahamasmi pradamaja ratasyam. The mantra says, first ahamasmi. And our creation theory is also, then Bhagavan thought, let me become many. Bahusyam prajayeti. He said, let me become many. He has become all these things. He only has become all of you. So that is why Papa should see Ram everywhere. That is the truth actually. Bhagavan has become all these things. So I will accept them as Bhagavan. Instead of seeing so and so, so and so, so and so, you see everything as God. And when you see that, if you are also feeling that I am God, then you cannot make the difference. So when you make a difference, then you have to be a dasa. When you don't make any difference, you are one with him. If you make a difference, then you should feel dasa. That's why Ram and Ramdas actually. So the ego can be eliminated only with the grace of God. And for that, whatever method you adopt is okay, but continuously you have to pray to him, please remove this ego, remove the sense of I from me. So that prayer should be always there. So before that, the mind and everything, sense organs have to be purified. So normally, they say that all the sense organs have to be engaged in the puja of Bhagavan. The tongue, the eyes, the nose, the hand, the legs, all these things have to be doing their functions as puja to Bhagavan. That is why there is a sloka, Karacharana va, Kayajam Karmajam va, Sravana Nayanajam va, Manasam va, Padadam, Vihitam Avihitam va, Sarvameda Chamasva, Jaya Jaya Karunabde, Sri Mahadeva Shambhu. This is actually, whatever I do, when mistakes you condone me. What is the mistake? Not seeing Bhagavan is the mistake. So that's why the other prayer is Yadyat Karma Garomi Tattadagilam Shambhotavaratana. Whatever I do, wherever I walk, whatever I speak, whatever I do, let all these things be your Aradhana. So the other prayer is also there. So continuously there should be prayer to Bhagavan that kindly make me free from this bondage. Kindly make me to get rid of this ego. That prayer should be there. Because as even getting up from the sleep is Bhagavan's grace. So getting up from this mundane life is also his grace only. So every day, every minute we have to keep on praying this. So the best practice is to remember him all the time. That is why Ramnam is prescribed. Everywhere it is the same thing actually. So this is my sharing, Swami. Now you can take over. Yeah, somebody asked about Mataji's.
Hari Om. When we start coming to ashram and when we start taking part in the various programs, initially we join in the program as much as possible. And when we try to go a little more deeper into this, everybody can infer in their own way. Because Puja Mataji has not written anywhere why she has put all these in the chronological order. But when we start doing it, This is what comes before us. Each one can have their own inference. So as soon as the door opens of the bhajan hall, the first program is Vishnu Sahasranam. These are the 1008 names of the Lord. And it starts with, not merely attached to the form. While so many glories of the form have also been included in that, the first one is, you are trying to connect ourselves with the entire creation, Vishwam Vishnu Vashatkara. So probably Mataji would have thought that the world has got varied forms. So first of all, let us try to accept that everything is the form of God, as Puja Swamiji said now. At that moment, we have not realized. But we start the day, we start our ashram life with that. Everybody is a form of God. So instead of one name, there are so many names. So symbolically, 1008 names. And each one can derive joy from that. We also feel that along with this nirguna, saguna aspect is also highlighted. Along with the nirguna, saguna, nirguna aspect is also highlighted in this. So everything is valid. Probably that might be the idea when Mataji introduced this as the first item here. And even in the recitation of Vishnu Sahasranama, there is a meter. So we cannot simply rush. So the first, a discipline. A discipline starts right from the day when how it should be chanted, what should be the background. We slowly enter into, it is not necessary that 1008 slokas we should learn by heart, the meaning of which we should learn by heart. Out of 1008, one I think will go in. No? Suppose we are sitting and chanting for half an hour. Even if the mind goes out, there is a possibility that a few namas to which there is an inner alignment that will go inside. That is enough. That will make us to connect ourselves with him in the saguna form and the nirguna form. And then from there, so when we have heard the 1008 names, when our mind has been contemplating upon it, at the same time, we should know that we have to concentrate on one form. And maximum concentration is necessary. And the most ideal time is the morning, when the mind is fresh. We have not interacted with anybody. With that mindset, and with the background that the whole world is the manifestation of him, and to concentrate upon it, the next one probably she introduced as solo Ramnam. Nobody follows, one person. Anybody who goes there and witnesses or takes part in it, mentally they will follow. So that is why it's called solo Ramnam. So it offers an opportunity for the person who renders that for our spiritual progress, it will be better to concentrate on one name. And we don't depend upon anything else. While chanting the Nama, especially in a melodious, slow sound, there are a lot of opportunities for us to develop concentration and later on contemplation. And the person who are taking part in this, they are hearing him, no? But after 2 or 3 or 4, you will see unknowingly you are also taking part in it through mental chanting. So without any instruction, Puja Mataji is teaching us that Through the vocal, you try to enter into the mental chanting. After the solo Ramnam, next comes Guru Sthiti. Unless and until we are drawn by a spiritual preceptor Guru, we have no idea about any of these things. As an individual, we function. We are fully carried away by our priorities, preferences, our likes, dislikes, rights, wrongs, our ambitions, our desires, our cravings, our attachment to everything. All these things are there in the individual. But when God wills that we should know that, as Puja Swamiji said, no, there is a higher being in us. I am not what I assume myself to be. How do I know? So there comes the relevance of Guru. In some form, need not necessarily be in the form in which we all feel as form. Papa as Vittal Rao, he had not taken to any spiritual discipline at all till that time. But when he met Gandhiji at a distance, somehow he felt a feeling, an inexplicable feeling welled up in his heart, and he named it as the first spiritual touch. And we assume that as Gandhiji was a votary of Ramnam, and his Ram stands for the subtle and mysterious power, Papa also started chanting Ram, 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 Ram. So there should be an instrumental cause. God in his own way. That gave the fillip. And then when he started chanting, he was going through books like Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Light of Asia, New Testament, Gandhiji's books, Yoga Vasishtha, works of Swami Ramtirtha. All these gave, these are all gurus, no? All these gave the needed mindset to go further. And later on, his father also came, and instead of Ram, he gave him Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Later on, he added, Papa added Om to it. Okay. So there are so many, if that first spiritual touch was not there, because at that time Papa himself has written, he was passing through a terrible stressful period. So the relevance of a guru. It can be through anything, you know. So the importance of guru. And in our case, we can say, when somehow he drew us here, that changed our whole pattern of life. We may not be able to live up to what we are expected to, agreed. But there is a constant feeling that we should live up to. We should live up to. And whatever, the moment we hear about Papa, straight away it comes the universal approach in anything and everything. So Guru Sthiti program touches and kindles the relevance of a guru in our journey. So varied names to one name, and then we need a concrete direction that can come only through a guru. So half an hour to 45 minutes, that Guru Sthiti goes on. After the Guru Sthiti, chorus Ramnam starts. People start coming there. And every day, we offer our flowers at the holy feet of our masters. Every time, every day, we are reminding ourselves how grateful we are for having pulled us up and put us on the rails. Maybe we would not have progressed. Why maybe it is we don't progress, okay. But still, there is an urge in us we should live up to. So every time when I go to the shrine and offer the flowers at the holy feet of masters, I am reminded the purpose for which I have come. The inspiring life and mission they placed before us. We used to add one more now, that the moment we look at Papa's image, what comes to our mind is the universality. When we come and look at Puja Mataji's absence of otherness. When we look at Puja Swamiji's self-effacement. Every day these things, it has to percolate into our heart, into our thoughts, words and deeds. So Puja Mataji must have devised this method. Every day, through the physical, we adore the physical form first. Through the physical form, we try to remind ourselves of the ideal that is represented through form. And during that period, there is also another order we find. All are concentrating on Ramnam. There is an orderliness without anybody telling, only for the newcomers, because they don't know, somebody may guide them, that's all. Otherwise, by and large, everything goes on automate, like an automaton. And there is an order there. Nobody rushes up, nobody pushes somebody, and everybody is chanting, no other thought. Maybe mind may be going here, but at least to a certain extent, we are all governed by the sound of the name. Procession. And rest of the people are not keeping quiet. They will also be chanting. Somebody is leading, somebody is chanting. That means the God thought, this God thought has been instilled into me through my gurus, and I pay my respects to the guru and pray to them, not only praying, and pray to them to give us the needed push. Whenever our mind gets distracted, please. So every day when we offer the flowers, we also develop this. Kindly put me on this steady progress. And then the body requirement is there, breakfast, then we go there. Previously, children were coming here by the time, and children were doing Ramna. After the COVID, it was stopped. Then the Arunachala Shiva, Om Namah Shivaya, on certain days, Lalita Sahasranam. This goes on till 10:30. And 10:30 to 11:30, there is bhajan program. To prepare our mind, in a calm and serene background. There also, we may be probably carried away by the tune, by the accompaniment, by the person. All right. And a few of us may also go into the lyrics, sahitya, behind it. That may connect us up to the saguna aspect or nirguna aspect of God. But ultimately, after the bhajan, many people say bhajan was first class. What does it mean that first class? The mind has been quietened. And then starts the first session of Ramna. So these are all the preparatory measures to take advantage of the 45 minutes of Ramna. Somebody leads, everybody joins. Nobody talks about anything else. There is a conscious effort on our part to travel along with the sound. And when somebody is leading it, we have got an interval. Either we can chant mentally, or we can try to find out where from this sound comes. How is it that I am in a position to chant? So many things can come. Attributes we can see. So let's say Mataji, before this 11:30, 12:15 programs, all these preparatory measures have been. Why we say so? When we started coming here, the most attractive part was his Ramnam. Wherever we are, and in which, even maybe in Mataji's room, but for this, we will never miss. We never miss because it is on in an orderly way. Nobody else talks. If you close your eyes, the chances of distractions become less and less. And we start hearing our own chanting. So many dimensions come out. Later on, when we read Papa's books, the right attitude, right perspective while we hear, while we chant, all those things will become slowly, gradually become clear to us. And then after the Ramnam session, then comes the prayer. Two prayers are introduced by Mataji. One is the prayer for world peace, and the other is the universal prayer composed by peace. Swami Omkarji Maharaj tries to direct our attention to the indwelling reality. You are the eye of the eye, ear of the ear, heart of the heart, mind of the mind, like that, no? So somehow it directs every time we heard. So he is here. Puja Swamiji just now said, our Vedas, Shastras keep on hammering this, that we are not what we assume ourselves to be. Shunnantu Vishwe Amritasya Putra. No? They have been roaring. You are not what you are. You are all Amrita Putras. We don't know that. We are still in the individual. We are feeling as individual. So how do we start the journey of knowing that I am not the individual? So Omkarji Maharaj's prayer, when we slowly say that, you are interpenetrating the very cells of my being, right from head to toe. It is because of your presence that I am what I am. So I owe everything to you. And organ by organ, important organs, he lists out. And finally, it doesn't stop there. This is the same thing in everybody. So the moment I come to realize this, I will be able to stretch myself to the entire creation. And to remind that, I pray for the welfare of everybody. So not only an inward journey through which we really try make an attempt to know that he is there within us, and because that is the reality, and because he is there within us, he is there in everybody also. That means there is a kinship. We are concerned about everybody, so we are praying for the welfare of everybody. And then we come to the universal prayer of Papa. Here, we try to understand that first word, you creator, protector, destroyer of the world. And I plead, the surrender aspect. I come in all humility to thy holy feet and surrender myself entirely to thee. I have not surrendered till. But every day, Mataji wants me to commit. Every day you are telling, O Lord of the universe, you are creator, protector, destroyer of the world. I come in all humility to surrender myself entirely to your feet. Every day I am committing, but I am not. I am keeping the so-called labeled me and mine with me. I have not surrendered. So through this, Mataji wanted that one day I will start thinking about it. Am I deceiving myself? Am I living up to what I am talking? What I am praying, dialogue sets in for a serious sadhaka to live up to what is expected of us. And finally, you will all know that I should become one with you. Make me thine and thine only forever and ever. Every day we are committing, As somebody pointed out about the ego, we have been trying to keep ourselves away from him, but at the same time, God makes us to commit this every day. Make me thine and thine only forever and ever. So that how Mataji was trying to prepare us, And with this prayer, that is rendered in Marathi, Prabhu Vishwanatha, that's all. Then afterward, the Arati starts. Here it is no waving of Arati or any ritualistic form of Arati. Here we are just lighting the Arati. So, light means what, We are trying through that, taking part in that program, we are reminding ourselves that the one which is now separating me from the indwelling reality, which is called ignorance or Maya or any the darker side of it, I am symbolically witnessing that if the light is, if I could light myself, I will be able to see you. In front of Papa's image, inspiring image, we do that, So I will be able to know the blessings of the Guru, blessings of Bhagavan, only when I purify myself. And that is, the light stands for that, knowledge, awareness, illumination. And then, after the Arati is over, we all do pradakshina. Dhanya dhanya ho pradakshina hum Sadguru Raya. We want to dwell on this. And there, Mataji has also included this Saguna Nirguna aspect. Because nobody should feel that whatever is offered to the deity, it should not be belittled. It has got its own validity in the journey of a sadhaka or a bhakta. So that is all brought in here. And then finally, this is the most important one. Right from 5 o'clock in the morning, when we are attending all these programs up to 12:30 or 12:40, it finally ends with this Jajya Stalihe Manajaya Maji. Every day we are consciously committing ourselves. This is our desire. What is our desire? The moment I go out of the bhajan hall, I must be able to see you in everybody. Wherever I look, I must be able to see you. Wherever I place my head, it must be on your lap. That means from the individual to the universal. Every day we are religiously committing. Mataji would have thought that one day they will try to analyze. 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 25 years, for 30 years, okay, right. But one day we will try to know the why it has been introduced. It's only to become one with him and retain the sense of individuality until he decides. That is why when I go out as an individual, I should be able to see you all. As Papa used to say, though Ram and Ramdas are one, Ramdas would always like to be the Das of Ram, so long as we are embodied self. So all these things, subtle things, are encapsulated in that particular last session. It's a wonderful, every time when we remember, Jajya Stalihe Manajaya Maje, Tyatya Stalihe Nijarupa Tuje, Me Tevido Mastakaja Tikani, Tete Tuje Sadguru Payatoni. And afterwards, again the three invocation, Asatoma, Sadgamya. To keep up that, please, let me get fixed on the Sat, from the darkness to light, and from mortality to immortality. And then the last one, Anandagandha Sachidananda Purna Brahma Purushottama Papai. Not merely this, the one which all these things have been shown to me through this form by the Purushottama. Prakriti, Purusha, Purushottama. We all remember, we started knowing about the importance of this word when we started observing Swami Chidanji Maharaj whenever he used to come and do pranams. He will not simply say Papa, Purushottam Papa. Then we started going through, what does he mean by Purushottam Papa? Then we came to know that there are three, Prakriti, Purusha, Purushottama. So the ultimate. And that Nirguna Niragara Shashwata Ananda Swarup is also expressive in this form. Though he is there in us, he is not expressive in the sense in the form of spiritual values. So finally, when we go to the Bhajan Hall shrine and then offer our prayers, after all these things, we try to remember the Nirguna Nirakara Shashwata Ananda Swarup, whose presence has been made known to us through this form. There ends the morning session. This is very important for us. Initially, it's all session, bhajan session, flower offering session, Ramnam session, prayer session. But as a devotee or a sadhaka, as we keep on attending, when the prompting comes to know more and more about it, why Puja Mataji one by one introduced? We were told there was nothing like that initially. Later on, one by one was introduced. So then we try to understand so that we can, even whether we attend the program or not. Now sitting from any place, we can go through the whole thing. For a visitor as an organization, we need this program. But for a sadhaka, not necessarily that we should be there, but we should closely associate with this mentally. And the ultimate purpose of Puja Mataji was that we should all move from me to we to him. And if this is very clear in our heart, all these programs have its own relevance in our journey. So not merely to when we come and go back to our own place, still we remember, right from morning till evening, these are all the programs that is going on. Many devotees used to telephone and tell us. I regularly attend the flower offerings. I take flower from you and then offer it there. I attended this, I attended that, no? So this is the samskara we develop. If we also know the significance behind it, it will be an added sweetening factor. So these are all the things we are today prompted to share. More about it day after tomorrow. Hari Om. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram 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 Om
Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om
Sri Ram Jai Ram
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om to everybody.
Hari Om, Hari Om. Thank you, sir.
Hari Om, Hari
Hari Om, Hari Om.
Om, Hari Om. Om Shri Ram.